question. Hello, and today we'll be talking about our public service project, COVID and the Black Lives Movement. My name is Toni, and my team members is Frank, James, and Johnny.
So our main mission was to actually raise awareness for people to understand how the COVID has affected the African American or people of the minority, and which has caused racism and discrimination in our society, in our country. So our major audience was to target the African Americans or the Black community and also other minority people that are facing racial discrimination, and to also raise awareness to the youth and the millennials.
So the public service agency that we decided to partner with was a small nonprofit in Northeast Ohio. It's called the Northeast Black Health Coalition. And basically, the mission of this coalition is to provide COVID-19 relief to African Americans' underserved population. They have many programs like food drives and uh, things where you can send groceries to the populations. There's also educational programs and advocacy programs to help this population.
So the reason why we care is that we understand the struggle that African Americans or Black community are going through in regards to COVID and racial discrimination. So we wanted to create a platform to raise awareness for people to understand the struggle. And we also believe that all lives matter and everybody should be treated equally. There shouldn't be discrimination among race, religion, or stuff like that. And we also wanted to provide moral support to raise awareness and also to support, use our platform to support African Americans or Black community that are facing racial discrimination in regards to the COVID-19.
So the person that I got in charge with the agency was the executive director, Yavanka Marie Hall. Um, she was very personable, and she did give a lot about why she chose the career. Basically, just from her own experience in life with systematic racism and witnessing the murder of her own mother, she decided to use her job as a way to speak her voice um, and dedicate herself to social justice and to advocate for herself. Um, and also, she said a quote, "I plunged into the job of creating something from nothing," meaning she really just wanted to create something from a population that is affected by health disparities and discrimination. And then with COVID on top of that, this agency wants to help in that manner too.
So the hashtags that we sort of utilized was the Black Lives Matter hashtag, which is so relevant in today's society with the killing of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and everything else that's been going on with police brutality. And also now it's becoming more evident of the health disparities and structural discrimination that COVID-19 has exposed in the Black community. And we utilized Instagram, and Facebook and Weebly, and we create a website out of that to sort of create that platform and utilize it to amplify our voice. So the message/purpose of our project was to spread awareness for Black Americans of the structural discrimination that and health disparities, and the health disparities that have sort of built off this structural discrimination, and it's that, and COVID-19 has showed both this structural discrimination and all these health disparities and sort of amplified them and sort of starting to make more people realize that there really is structural discrimination that has been right under our noses this whole time. And it's everywhere in society we're seeing it. And we saw it within our police force in the beginning of the year. Now we're seeing it sort of in our healthcare since COVID-19 has ravaged the country. The Black community has taken the brute force of it, and there needs to be this zero tolerance of racism that needs to become a norm in order for this to for us to start to combat the structural discrimination that has been in our society and these health disparities that have built off of it. The Black community needs our assistance from the disadvantages they've had. The people that don't have these disadvantages need to recognize that and do something bigger than self rather than just sitting back and not do anything because they're not being affected. Showing Americans this structural discrimination might start to help with this assistance / awareness at a larger scale. And most importantly, our platform will help with expanding this to Americans across the country and help to finally make this racism start to become a thing of the past.
So we created the Instagram account. So our main purpose for the Instagram account was to drive an H to our website so that people can help support the African American community, especially the Ohio's African American underserved population, because we believe in the fact that it is hard time for us to come together as a nation to end racism, because we believe in possibilities and we believe that all lives matter.
So another platform we took advantage of was Weebly, and we used it to create our website. And on that website, we included facts about how COVID impacts Black lives and other minorities. We included information on the Northeast Ohio Black Health Coalition, and then information on how you can donate to the movement to help out. And we also included a works cited to cite our sources. And the page turned out really successful, given the relatively short time we had, with 1,818 page views per visit. The next platform we took advantage of was Facebook, and we included the same information as the website, including linking it to the website. And we made multiple posts on Facebook as well to increase engagement with the community that we're reaching out for. And that's also working out pretty well for us also. The last platform we used was LinkedIn, and this one we had a bit more trouble getting engagement with, but it includes the same information as the Facebook, and we linked it to the website as well. And you can find information on how to help with the Black Lives Matter movement, how to donate, and other related stuff.
So to sum everything up, there's no place for these health disparities in our society. The structural discrimination needs to be eliminated, and it needs to be eliminated so that the Black community isn't at a disadvantage. COVID-19 has shown these disadvantages, and hopefully that a lot of Americans see these disadvantages and they try to help and come together, because the only way for racism to be combated out of our society is people of all races and ethnicities to come together and sort of help to eliminate racism. And we can utilize social media to amplify our influence, and we can build a platform that can help lead to change and eventually start to influence others. And overall, our biggest, the Black community needs to be, we need to assist the Black community and help to end this discrimination that has become accustomed to them, and created unfair disadvantages for them. And these were our roles.